Hello and welcome back to State of Decay 2. We're just getting into dusk here. There's vultures circling. It's not looking good. I've changed character since the last episode from Ernesto to Whitney. It's her turn to go out, as you see. She has done absolutely zero. She has no kind of citizen standing whatsoever. Ernesto's got a little bit. Farsight is going to hit her leader status quickest, but we'll talk about that more when we get there. But anyway, we're now on with Whitney. She's got the big backpack. She's got the silence pistol with all the 9mm ammo we have in it. We've got 2 bottles of painkillers. We've got 1 bandage, and we've got a fuel can so that we can gas up the truck. We've got a cleaver as a weapon. We haven't really got much of a choice at the moment. What we have done is use the radio menu here. I'm sorry we dropped some footage because the Elgato got funny, but it was only a few minutes, just literally me changing characters. We've used locate materials. It has pinged some materials up on the map. They're a real distance away. I do have to go there from a personal mission, but I don't know if I want to go on such an expedition during the night. I don't think either of those will be time sensitive. Dalton needs backup. He's literally on the other side of the map. Dalton might have to manage for now. You really can't help everybody, and you have to accept that. Well, that's my attitude anyway. So we're here. We could go to where the materials are pinged for that mission. Or materials are likely to be in these sheds, this kind of utilities building here, the water pump station. This looks like some kind of town. So there may well be a hardware shop or a building under construction. Somewhere, bags of materials will spawn in appropriate places. That's the message. We haven't even searched the sheds just across the other side of the lake yet. We've got an infestation there, which we should probably take out quite promptly. We've got a little bit of light left. Unfortunately, I've got no Molotovs to use or anything like that yet. We need to get a bag of materials, get the workshop probably upgraded first. Right, who have we got out here? There's a screamer. He needs shooting quite quickly. I've reviewed the first 2 episodes. I'm going to bear in mind that the zombies cannot hear me talking to you. Still not taking him out. That guy might come over. I'm going to get him over here out of the way, so if we do have to fight him, we don't attract too much attention. Try. Can we get around him? Their perception is awful. There you go. He's forgotten all about us. It's getting dark quite quickly, and it does. We'll see how the footage looks when we get to full darkness. Right, if I'm just going to run over here and save fuel and look in the sheds I haven't checked yet.
I need a breather.
Let's see, right, we'll take you out. Oh, got the first little dose of blood plague there. Oh, and some friends. Oh, quite a few friends. There's a horde, in fact. That was a silly fence to jump over. I've got no snacks. That's really silly. I'm glad this happened close to home. This is basically how I usually use characters, by messing up in some way. And it usually involves a feral. Right, come on. Have we strung them out to fight? We need snacks. We really don't want to fight without snacks. Our friends can chip in if anyone follows us in here. Well, I'm glad that I noticed that. Nope, don't want energy drinks yet. We'll save energy drinks for a little bit later. But at least with snacks, we can get into a fight. This is a very, this is Whitney's first time out. Her stamina is minimal, so we need to make sure we can give her some support. So now we need to split up a little bit. Let's try and take one or 2 out here. Right, we're going to get away. We're going to eat that snack. I don't really want to use too many bullets on these guys, to be fair, because I haven't got many. They're going to be saved for sleepers. Screamers and bloaters. Oh, we got a plague sample, which is quite handy. We got some more zombie friends. We got a little bit of combat experience. And these guys have de-aggroed already. That's because the music stopped. Look at that. Can I get them both? Yeah. And there's a bloater, you see. Imagine if I'd got a bit jittery and started popping off bullets at those guys. I don't want bloater disease just yet, thank you very much. Right, on we go. Who's this? Armoured zombie. Every zombie in the game, one-on-one, is manageable, to be fair. It's when they combine. So you're fighting a few zombies, feral chips in. I've even had times when one of those juggernauts appears from as if from nowhere, wades into the fight, and that's when it usually goes wrong. But we will probably use a character at some stage, lose one, he'll die, the death's a grisly. There you go. We stealth kill him. Anyone else behind him? Shit. Can't jump off a rock and be stealthy, that's kind of fair enough. We might ignore that one. Right. There seem to be too many around. Nothing showing on the map. I'm not really planning to go for the infestation with the equipment I have. But you never know. There's only one screamer. 6 zombies, so it's not huge. But my priority is the 2 sheds. Get 1 bag of materials. The rock's a bit of a nightmare. Right, let's have a little look around. Guy over there, guy over there. It's not proper dark yet. Well, outside, it's nearly always moonlit outside. There's a vehicle over there. That looks battered. Might not be a bag in here.
We could find some use for that. Gotta get
Box
on
mine.
that.
When it comes to some of the things that I'm picking up, they're distraction devices. Obviously, that's a mine. I'm going to wait until I've got a few of them, and then we'll go out and sort of play with those. There's not much point in just going out with one. Right, where was that next? The next shed, where that truck is, of course. Right, you're looking that way. You're looking that way. That house is the infestation, I get it. There's the screamer. Anyway, if I can get that screamer. Come away, come away. Kite them out a bit if we can. Ooh, stamina goes down quick. Rest, let the stamina build back up. I'm really pleased to say nothing nasty's got involved so far. How many guys we got left up here? The more I can stealth kill, the better at this stage. It helps your wits XP. It also preserves your weapon. They're not counting as the 3 I need to kill to clear the infestation, which I'm going to try to do now we're up here. In this situation, there's a bloater somewhere over there. Really don't like wasting bullets at this stage of the game.
Dead water. Give it space.
I think you are an infestation zombie, so yeah, I don't mind you coming to me one at a time. Yeah, one. Oh, the cleaver is now not looking well. I hope this is the last one. If it breaks, the cleaver. We're down to using the chef's knife. Right, that's the infestation cleared, which is cool. I'm glad we managed to do that. Now, can we get to the shed? Because we came here for looking for materials, remember? Oh, potential materials. If you get that potential materials, it's quite likely they're here. What's in the... Right, the truck's got no fuel. It looks... It's really badly parked and I can't move it. Right, can I get around it? Right, I'm hearing a horde. I'm seeing a horde on my mini-map, I should say. We will just run. We'll run back past that shed, over the fence, down the slope and through the lake. Hopefully that will split.
I can find a use for this.
We got what we wanted, we're out here. Mission complete. I can't see. And it's hard to see exactly what that horde is going to be, and I'm not risking it. If that was an armoured horde, I wouldn't be happy. I'm not getting close enough to see. So, softly, softly, catchy monkey, something like that. Now, we're going to be a little bit careful. This is what I mean about going back through areas and maybe something spawned. We're absolutely doing okay. No one's onto us. I cannot see anyone around here at all. Oh, there's a guy. And he's looking this way. Just that one. Luckily they have the glowy eyes, so that can be the only indication you get. It's actually daytime when I'm recording this, and I have the window, the curtains closed. Otherwise this would be pretty much impossible. Right, so we've got a dude here. I think we'll get back to the house. Get back to the house. I think I'm going to have a quick look at how this is recorded, and we might well come back in the morning. Now we've got to find a way up here, which again in the dark, because I don't know the way up here, it can be a little bit of a problem. At least I have no zombies after me. Right, this looks good. Right, around this rock. Where are we going here? No. Oh, we're on the rock. We're on the rock. We're up. Right, let's crouch. Crouch, crouch. Bloater over here. I can't see a bloater. The bloater's between the house and the garage. I might leave him. 8 bullets left. One over here. Right, goodbye. Yeah, and stealth kills, I'm using the carving knife, as you may have seen there. Not the cleaver. Right, am I okay to jog? Get the cardio up a bit.
I need a breather.
In fact, what I might do, make sure I'm not losing my bearings. What I may do, I may not record any more of the night time and just have Whitney run round and round the building. That will give her cardio a good boost. Where is she at the moment on the skill? Cardio, no stars, right. Let's get this upgrade cooking.
That was too loud.
Luckily, I've got one to repair. Sorry, wrong button. To repair, that's going to cost 32. I'm just going to, for now, take the pipe, put the materials into the storage. We're over 15, so if we don't, we'd lose that when the day changes over. If we didn't have the capacity, but we're going to use it right now. And I think, we're all looking reasonably healthy, so we're going to prioritise the workshop over the infirmary. That's going to take 15 minutes and 58 seconds. The construction times are also a variable based on your morale. So obviously we're bang in the middle right now. So 16 minutes is probably the base. It'll be longer with low morale, quicker with high morale, and something that might want to make you keep an eye on your morale. At the moment, we've had a little bit of conflict. Nobody likes it being a nightmare zone. Low food is the only issue, so we're getting there very nice. Okay, we've done a few laps. I thought I'd pop back. We've got level 2 cardio now in about probably a dozen laps of the house. I didn't really count very significantly. I thought I'd get a pop-up when each time I leveled up a star, but I wasn't, so I'd lost track, but whatever. I just wanted to demonstrate though. You'll see on my equipment I've got the 18 pounds normal stamina usage. If I actually, and I'm going to do a lap of the house, and we'll see how far I can get before I run out of stamina. This is just on with a normal loadout that I'd go out with, so pretty much exactly a lap of the house and I ran out of stamina. What I'm going to do now is just drop into here. I shouldn't need them around here anyway. If I drop, oh sorry, I unequipped, I didn't put away. If I put away the 2 weapons, I'm now travelling light. Half stamina usage, and we'll just see if that is the way. And basically all I'm doing is running around the house, but by going into travelling light, I'm can go twice as far. I haven't got the snacks to use up. You could eat snacks pretty much constantly and keep recharging your stamina bar and go on forever doing this. I can't afford to do that right now, so there you go. I haven't quite, am I going to make 2 laps? Nearly. So it's not quite 100% bonus distance wise, but it's very noticeable. And still on level 2. I'm just going to carry on doing this. But while I do it, I thought I'd just say State of Decay, the original game, is a game I really enjoyed. There's not a huge amount of difference gameplay wise between the two. It's certainly kind of expanded and been tweaked and well. The original State of Decay, when it came out, was just a very narrative driven story mode. It was incredibly hard in weird ways. The simulation ran in real time, so if you went on vacation or just didn't play the game for 2 or 3 days, you'd got through 2 or 3 days worth of supplies in your base and you could be dead. It was quite odd, very harsh. It got a bit toned down. Then they brought in breakdown mode, which I really enjoyed. You played the same map over and over again, getting harder and harder and harder. I got up to about level 25 on that. That was really enjoyable, but it was limited because you basically kept respawning on the same map. It just got harder to survive on it and progress off of it, and it had quite a nice way of progressing off of it. Then they brought in Lifeline, which was, it was like it was a military team that you played. You had a base in a city. You got missions to go and pick up VIPs around the city, and then between those pickups, you'd have like a siege on your base. But you could upgrade your base. There were areas of the map, I can't remember what they were called, terror zones or something like that, where you get awards just for surviving for a minute in one. They were quite intense. Really enjoyed it. This version of the game, it's come out in the opposite way. It kind of came out with this mode that I'm playing now, although the hard difficulty, or the variable difficulty, was quite a recent DLC. But there's no real narrative to this game other than surviving. You choose your type of leader, and that gives you kind of a direction for a narrative of missions and rewards for completing them. But it's basically about surviving and living and not dying and progressing, and the story you kind of build as you go along through the game in your head. But we'll see what kind of story we get out of this game. The recent DLC has added in a very strong narrative version of the game, and it's quite a good story. I quite like it. It's very easy to play gameplay wise. They inundate you. You start with a huge beautiful base. You get lots of lovely weapon drops. Fatigue doesn't seem to be an issue. I'm sure you could play pretty much the whole game with one guy or one lady, or any mixture of the in-between. Obviously, it's 2019. And get away with it. I've never seen fatigue actually hit at all in that. I don't know if that's something that happens with the base. The base is huge and has all kinds of perks going on. But it's a good. It's almost like that should have been the first release again, the tutorial mode, because this version here, where it literally is just survival, getting harder and harder and harder. And I know this starts off quite hard and quite harsh, and obviously once you reach certain levels, then the simulation steps up a notch, and it gets harder and harder and harder. And I've seen some nasty spawns going on, and I'm looking forward to us dealing with them. So where are we now on the cardio? Come on, Whitney. We've got level 3 cardio. We still haven't even got tired yet. So what I might do, I don't know. I'm going to leave. No, I'm not going to go out and do a mission in the night time. Although we've got the workshop now, we could make a toolbox. If I crash the vehicle into something because it's dark or get a bit lost, that's just going to waste a toolkit. And we're short of them. Once we've got a few, and we don't have to worry, we'll be much, much more adventurous. But here, day 2, we're still really taking it easy. So I'm going to carry on doing this cardio, running around. We'll wait till dawn starts breaking, and then we'll go out and try and do that mission. Right, here we are. It's starting to become a day. We've just got tired, as you can see on our stamina bar, so we don't want to be sprinting around and using too much stamina now, because that will go down quite quickly. I am going to re-equip Whitney. We're going to take the pipe. We're not going to repair the cleaver just yet. It would cost us 32 out of 115 screws, and I don't think, hopefully we're going to find some new weapons. I'm just going to check we've got 2 snacks. We're going to get an extra snack if we've got an extra snack. Yes. We're going to take a bandage now, so we're at least at the maximum health we can be before we go out. And we are going to go and do, hopefully, my Aunt the Prepper. We're not going to sprint. We must remember not to sprint. So where were we? We did refuel. Oh, we've forgotten the fuel. It's okay. Remember, we can pop over here. 1 fuel can. That's delivered to the trunk. Pick it up. We'll keep it on us. We're not going to put it in. We don't want to waste a drop, but that could lead to disaster. So we need to be careful, basically. We can put the lights on. Light doesn't seem to attract zombies, whether it's vehicle light or your torch. There's a juggernaut. We don't want to... a plague juggernaut, no less. We're just going to leave him be. He will tear the truck apart. Again, I could take on a juggernaut one-on-one. I'm not sure I'm fully equipped to skill-wise or equipment-wise, but I'd happily have a fight with one-on-one. But there's a nice big horde there. But it's not worth the risk. We'll showboat later when we've got spare equipment, spare people. Right. It doesn't seem to make any difference how gently you use the throttle in terms of fuel consumption. I don't think there's anything scientific going on there. The important thing is not to crash unnecessarily. Again, on standard mode, you can get away with using vehicles as your main weapon. As long as you can get a toolkit now and again and nothing too bad happens. Now, the other thing we may do is look to set up an outpost while we're down in this corner of the map. Here we've got a potential food resource, and here we've got, looks like some kind of workshop. You need to keep moving because the game doesn't pause when you're on the map. And these are potential food resource, right? Not too much further to go. off the road. Seems quite quiet here so far.
I think I found the place I'm looking for.
You just don't really know until you get there.
Huh.
Right, we'll get out the vehicle now. Take out the ones that have seen us. So now we've got the blunt weapon. It's a case of bashing them down onto the floor and executing them. There's our basic technique. I'm not going to use the gun on any of these kind of zombies.
Getting tired. Not good.
Take them down while they're on the floor. There you go. Right. So we're searching our aunt,
Anyone alive in here?
the prepper's house. Let's see what we can find in here. Something cool, hopefully. And these little personal missions, they add a little bit of flavour to it. I like it. There's one where you just go out. There's one character type or whatever that just likes to go out rampaging.
Just what we needed. Found it. Figure out where she went.
So, we've got a crossbow. We've got another 8-space backpack, which is handy. A combat knife, we'll swap plat. We'll drop the carving knife. We really don't need any spare weapons. That's purely cosmetic. These weapons have no stats. One standard bolt. Well, we'll probably use that quite quickly so we can free that slot up. Is that it? It looks like it. It says there's nothing else to explore. The mission is complete. Now, we could...
You want me to say it? Fine. This situation maybe isn't completely
we've got
awkward.
Mysterious Wandering Trader for 33 minutes. Oh, we haven't got much influence to go and spend. We're down here. We've got another tank of fuel. This house is done. I would have liked to have set an outpost up while we're out. Yeah, we might miss the Wandering Trader. We'll go. Oh, shall we go and have a look?
I hate to
Right,
ask,
it's definitely
but
time. No, I haven't got another can of fuel. I didn't refuel it, did I? Right. Now we could check that petrol station for more fuel. We really want a water cooler, which houses can contain, and their sheds. Shadows are getting longer as the sun comes up. That's nice to see. And this area seems pretty under control. I'm not going to prioritise getting to the trader.
If we're looking for an outpost, this is the spot. More of the same.
Right. We might have to start picking and choosing what we're taking with us, although we have got the trunk space in the car.
And nothing.
3 more things to investigate here somewhere. Not all necessarily inside the house. We haven't been this way. What's in the kitchen? Small lunchbox. What could it possibly be in a small lunchbox? Let's see. Some boxes of seeds. Not a priority at all. They can help with food. Is there one there? Yes. They can help with food production from the garden, but we haven't got anyone with the gardening skill. I'm getting very tired. So I think it's time to go home. Actually, Whitney, you've done your mission. There's some sheets of paper you find around the map. They've got little bits of backstory on there. It's there. You can read it. You can pause the video. Don't take up a slot for them. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm just going to check because sometimes it's out the front on the porch that there's another. That could have been glowy. Still one more container.
I need a breather.
Let's check out the back. Yeah, we're very, very low on the old stamina. Nothing here. We don't want to be getting into any fights now, if we can help it. We haven't been in this room.
Okay,
The mini-map
this area
tells
is
me
clear.
so. So, are you in here? There you are. Yeah, time to go home. We may check the shed for a bag of
Nothing more to
materials,
find here.
a hatchet. Well, we're short of weapons, so any weapon is a good weapon right now. Let's just hope. Been no developments out here. Where's that shed? And there's the door to the shed. Didn't think we'd be round here, right? Okay.
No more zombies in sight.
This looks like it might have a bag of materials in it to me. You never know. 4 containers.
And the day gets a little better.
Ah, the water cooler. We want that. Right, that's priority number 1. We're going to drop those seeds. We're going to take that water cooler. Right, that means if we can get this back and installed into our medical centre, we can start making pills. But, oh my lord, I can't run. I can run about 4 paces. Don't touch it. I must remember not to touch that button. Right. We need to put some stuff away. We want that, we want that, we want that, we want that. I picked up a piece of paper. Is that from Aunt? No. Right. Back into that shed. Because at least we know we... Oh, I did it again! How can I just temporarily disable left bumper when fatigued? I could try to remember, couldn't I? Right. Search this one. Toolkit would be handy. Very handy indeed. Jugs of ethanol. Let's see. I'm really pushing my luck on the fatigue. Ultra light backpack, we will take that. In terms of skills and skilling up, I'm looking forward to seeing if being in this harder mode makes that a little bit more relevant. What I'm basically saying is the basic mode, you don't really need to be stealthy or this, that, or the other. It's all kind of just run at them, kill them, rinse and repeat. Some of the more specialised weapons and skills and the way they might combine just aren't that relevant. I'm hoping this being that much harder. Right, we're definitely just getting back to that truck and going home now. Yeah, I'm hoping they'll actually be more relevant. So we're up to... I'm not checking... No. I'm not checking anything. That was the wrong button. But I'm not checking skills now. They combine, and I'm going to maybe hopefully wait. Because the best two that combine are your cardio skill and your wits skill, in theory. So even when we level up one of those skills on a character, we're going to wait until we've unlocked the other skill too, because there are 4 possible like level 2 skills, and out of those you'll get a mixture, a choice of 2 or 3. I don't think you ever get a choice of all 4. So I want to see what a character's choice of wit skills are or cardio skills are before committing to the other one. You see what I mean. So there is method in my madness. That's what I like to say anyway. Get past these guys and then check the map. I'm pretty sure it's straight up. No, we're going to turn here. Glad I checked the map there. Straight past there. You never want to go around the long way. This map restricts you to the roads a lot more. I haven't played it enough to really know any shortcuts, if indeed there are any. There are big hills. If you need to kill a zombie, do it with your wing mirrors if at all possible. On the other side there. So Preserving vehicles. Lord, that's a big horde of nasty ones back there. But with a crossbow, a light crossbow, that might be a good way of... oh, this guy's still here as well, and he's still angry. That's okay. He's running away from the house. Let's get us in the house and switch to another character. Some horrible music going on. Put that away, put that away, put that away, put that away. Put that away, put that away, put that away, put that away. Put those away, those away, and those away. Did we use none of our consumables when we were out? That was quite good. That's a very successful run. I'm happy with that. Whitney, you've impressed me.
That was too loud.
Let's get you upstairs. We now have a choice of 8-slot backpacks, I believe. We do. And the hiking pack is lighter. But anyway, we're going to put that one away. We're going to put all of this away. The snacks we don't need. We don't need those. We'll leave one bandage on you. We'll put the silenced gun away. We'll put the big backpack away. We're going to repair that weapon and put it away. And you can go and have a nice lie down whilst Ernesto, you all back up 100%. We're going to go back onto Ernesto, I think. No. Far sight it is. Off we go. Wakey wakey. Morning. Okay, what are we going to get up to now then? Let's see. We'll get equipped. We shall get ourselves the light 8-slot backpack. We shall take those 2 medicines and a pile of free snacks. We shall... Are we going to repair that one? I don't know. I think our priority for the parts that we have should be, if we can now, to make a repair kit. That's going to take 75 parts, which will leave us, what, about 30. But then, where's that going to leave us? We're going to just take the pipe. That's what we're going to do. We have no Molotovs. We don't have to worry about them. They will become my kind of personal defense weapon. We could use a gardening textbook. Who hasn't got... Yeah. Farsight? You're a gardener. So now we have the gardening skill. We can add a box of seeds and get plus 50% food a day. And food is a priority. We are short of it. We've got 1 unit of food left. So, let's look on the map. We've got the vehicle. The Juggernaut seems to have gone. I'm tempted. I'm still going to ignore those materials for now. I think we're going to head into this little, what I assume is a town area here. Perhaps set up an outpost, but certainly see what we can find. Dalton's going to have to wait. Where's the trader? We could have a look over there, I guess. We just haven't got anything at the moment. Let's... I've just changed my mind. Right, we're going to sell these things. We don't need... What don't we need? We need everything we've got. Before we go, we are going to add the water cooler to the infirmary. That's going to take 5 minutes, so we'll leave that doing. We're going to head out to the truck. I'm still a little bit torn.
Our fuel's low. We better get on that.
We'll go to the Wandering Trader just so we've seen what there is. And we may have a little bit of influence. I'm also, it's just crossing my mind. No, if they're neutral, if they would have been allied, I would have gone and sold the stuff to them because I think we would have got more influence back for them. Before we go, I'm sure
It's locked.
I shouldn't have to bash into my own garage door for one thing, but I left a fuel can in here. There we go. What else we got? And more seeds, right.
want to go on record that some people are
And
really
did we ever
getting on
check
my
the caravan? No.
Yeah.
Who knows?
When your head's on
Could be
straight.
just what we needed right here. Look, we're getting fights in the base, which then lowers morale. It kind of
It's not much.
spirals down, basically. They start bitching at each other. If somebody is a real troublemaker, you can exile them from the group. We've no one spare to exile. We're going to put the screws back in the locker and the seeds. There you go. So we've got a spare can of fuel. We've got some things to sell. We're going to see that trader. We really need to find some food. Okay. That's the plan. And again, we're going to just be as gentle as we can. There's a couple of places we may stop on the way. We'll see what we see. But everywhere is a good place to search right now because we are so lacking in everything. Right. This place looks absolutely deserted. Apart from the feral, is our feral, our first feral. Right. Now we should be able to beat this thing one-on-one, especially whacking him with a... Oh, he's getting us down. We might actually go into death mode here. No, we've got the pills down us. We need to dodge the guy. If we can get him stunned, we'll just get him, execute him. But we need to be able to get out of his attack and not. And that's our last painkiller. We're getting in the truck. I don't care how much damage he does to the truck. I'm going to squish him.
We didn't need it.
Wow. Right, that was our first feral attack. And that's how quickly we nearly died. And that's fast sight going back home. Wow. I did not see that coming. He tore into us there. Really took me off guard. I didn't hear the roar. Did anyone hear the roar? I'll have to watch that back. Usually you get a good roar when a feral aggroes. It's quite a terrifying sound, especially at night. I didn't even hear that guy coming at all. But we just about survived our first severe beating, right. No one out here. I thought I'd picked up more meds than that, to be fair. Or was that both the bottles of meds? I hope not. And we still got no food. We are absolutely beaten. We're going to have a good long rest. We need to probably look at getting the infirmary upgraded quite soon. We're just going to put everything back away. I even took the revolver out. That stuff can all go away. They can go away. That can go away. Wow. No, there you go. We were lucky to get home. I'm going to leave you with a bandage. One. The med situation is scary, and that's how quickly it can go wrong. Actually, you know what? It might be a little bit shorter, but I think this is an apt point at which to call it an episode. We can't be long off 45 minutes, which is what I'm aiming for, is the roundabout run time of an episode. We're beaten, we're bruised, we survived, we met our first feral. Luckily we could squish it with the truck, although it's torn the door off. Thanks for watching. There's a zombie siege coming in that I really don't want to be part of. I'm going to pause the game there. I'm going to exit the game. I really don't want to go into a zombie siege with a character now. Or do we? Oh, what the hell. Come on. We'll have to use one of those. We'll have to take that one. We'll have to get some kind of backpack going on, so we can get some snacks. We haven't got a gun. We're going to take the 2.2 pistol. Headshots is all you need. So it's got a sight on it actually. A zoom-inable 2.2 pistol. Not to be sneezed at, because as I say, you want to really every shot to be a headshot and take a zombie out. Every zombie apart from a juggernaut can be taken out by one headshot. If I'd known that throw was aggroing, I might have seen it coming and managed to shoot it, albeit with the revolver I'd taken by mistake. I nearly chickened out then. I'm glad I didn't. Was that it for the zombie siege? I don't know, this game kind of does that to you. It's, as you saw, that easy to lose somebody. So I've survived that little thing. That's finished. So we're definitely calling it an episode there. So thanks very much for watching. Any comments would be helpful. I'm recording these a little bit in advance, so I can't take anything into account that you say, you know, for the next episode, as it were. But your feedback is always welcome. I hope you're enjoying these. Any guidance? I don't know this map at all well, but I don't really want any huge spoilers either. But leave us a like if you've liked it and enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to stay in touch. But for now, from our little survivors here, bruised, battered and ready for bed, goodbye.